أنا لها أنا لها لا أنثني عند الصعاب. أنا لها أنا لها أنا لها نقولها نحن الشباب. أنا لها فهمت.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أهلا ومرحبا. Welcome again to our channel Muyassar Arabic Productions. Today's lesson we are going to learn how to make a verb to be in an imperative form, that is the commanding tense. In Arabic language we say fi'lu al-amr. Fi'lu al-amr means the imperative tense, or you can say the commanding tense. So in this lesson we are going to be focusing on the three-lettered verbs majorly. Now let's look at the three verbs. We have dhahaba, jalasa and kharaja as examples. Now in Arabic language, when you want to make a verb to be in an imperative form, all you will be required to do is to attach alif to the beginning of such verb, and also you'll be required to change the last letter of such verb to sukun. Now the alif in this imperative tense will be required to carry either kasra or dhamma, depending on the haraka of the second to the last letter of its present tense. Now, when the second to the last letter of the verb's present tense is either carrying fatha or kasra, the alif in its imperative tense will be required to carry kasra. For instance, for the two verbs dhahaba and jalasa. Now, the present tense of the verb dhahaba, as you can see, it is yadhabu. That is, the second to the last verb is carrying fatha. And also when you look at the present tense of the verb jalasa, is yajlisu. Here, as you can see, the second to the last letter of the present tense is carrying kasra. So automatically, the alif in their imperative tense will be required to carry kasra, because the second to the last letter of the two verbs are fatha and also kasra. So we have idhab and ijlis as the imperative tense of the two verbs dhahaba and jalasa. We have idhab, then ijlis. Why? Because the second to the last letter of the verb dhahaba in its present tense is carrying fatha, and also the second to the last letter of the verb jalasa is carrying kasra. So automatically the alif in their imperative tense will be required to carry kasra. Now the second case is when the second to the last letter of the present tense will be carrying dhamma, which automatically will make the alif in the imperative tense to also carry dhamma. That is for the case of the verb kharaja. So the present tense of the verb kharaja, as you can see, it is yakhruju. As you can see, the second to the last letter of the present tense is carrying dhamma. So automatically, the alif in the imperative tense will be required to carry dhamma as well. So we will say kharaja yakhruju ukhruj, dhahaba yadhhabu idhhab, jalasa yajlisu ijlis, kharaja yakhruju ukhruj. Now this is for the case of the singular male. That is when you are referring to singular male. You say idhhab means go, ijlis sit, ukhruj that is go out. What about you want to refer to a singular female? Here you are going to attach ya to the end of the imperative tense and also change the sukun to kasra. So we say idhhabi, that is go, for referring to the singular female. Then you say ijlisi, meaning sit, referring to the female. Ukhruji, that is go out, referring to the female. Now, what about you want to refer to two males? That is, you want to tell two boys to go. You say idhhaba, that is both of you go. What about for female? You use the same thing. You say idhhaba. What about you want to refer to a group of males? That is, you want to tell them all of you go. So here you are going to attach waw mad to the end of the verb. You say idhhabu, ijlisu, or ukhruju, meaning here you are going to add waw mad to the end of the verb and also change the sukun to dhamma. Now, when you want to refer to the females, that is, you want to tell the females to sit, to go, to come out. Here you are going to attach noon to the end of the verb. You say idhhabna, ijlisna, and ukhrujna, and so on. So inshallah, here we are going to end today's lesson. Please, if you have any question, feel free to drop it in our comment section. We'll be glad to respond to it, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.